account of the new following like, and we can go ahead and start right now. So on the left hand side, you're going to have the account category. These are all the different kinds of accounts that you're able to log into. So what you want to do is click on Instagram before you click on the add button. So for instance, this one we're going to use Instagram, and I'm going to call it Instagram trial 1. You can name it whatever you like. Alright, once I've clicked that, we're going to go ahead and be able to add a new user account through the account manager tab right here. Make sure that Instagram trial 1 is selected. Cool. Type in the account name and the password. Cool. Next thing we need to do is go ahead and check that this account is linked up and it's working with a quick login. And then click on the start button. Right now the software is checking to see if you can properly log in. Through the login process. Perfect, we're in. And once we're all set to go, you should have a normal status on the right hand side. It'll give you your following count and your followers, the number of photos you have, the page URL, the name on this particular URL of this user, and the next thing we want to do is go ahead and hop into the task manager section. This is where we can delegate different kinds of tasks such as follows, likes, unfollows, and comments. To delegate a task, we're going to go ahead and click the Instagram tasks, alright, and hit the add button. Once you hit the add button, we can write task 1. Perfect. Once I have the task 1 selected, it's going to bring up task settings. First, you want to go to the appropriate social media channel. For this instance, we're going to use Instagram. Perfect. And to start setting up your tasks, you need to right click this module right here. Alright? And it'll give you the option to add module. Once you click on add module or hover directly on top of it, you can see you have a list of a lot of options. Alright? Now, in every single module, you will always want to start with the account tab and select account. Check on the Instagram trial plus whatever your username may be. Alright, for this instance, I only have one account, so we can use all checked accounts. Otherwise, if you had multiple accounts, you can use one checked account randomly. And we're going to continue by adding another module. For this particular module, we're going to go ahead and set up a search and like function. So I'm going to go ahead and select search users. Okay. Now the count source is always going to be account, and the keyword source, if you click down this button, you're going to see there's nothing for you to fill in. The only way to actually get your keywords and hashtags is to right click right here, add another module, and we're going to add a text module. Alright. Now the search users will not be able to access this text module if it's underneath it. We need it always to be on top of it. So you can click and drag and move that up. Alright, and you can hashtag whatever you like, and it's one value per line. So if you have one hashtag, it needs to go on one line. Alright, so for instance, this hashtag, I'm going to use music, EDM, hip hop. Notice how I'm not using any spaces, and I'm fine with that. A couple key factors you need to look at right here is one value per line, multiple values in one line, export, delete, new line, add, how to fetch data, how to delete data after it's fetched and used. Alright, out of all of these things that you have available, Alright, you need to pay attention to export, because once you select out all of your hashtags here, or type them out, you can export them out into a notepad. Go right here, hit text file, and then save it as whatever you like. Tags. Perfect. Alright, and how to fetch data. Alright, depending on how you want to set this up, usually in hashtags, you're going to want to pick a random row. You have your bot looking up random hashtags. So as far as Instagram is concerned, you're simulating human interaction. What do you do after you fetch this data, which is this selection? You go ahead and hit don't delete. And after we do that, we're going to go ahead and click search users. Click the drop down button, fill in the text. Search by anyone is fine. Accurate search is fine. Search amount 5. Don't get duplicate data. How to fetch data, we're going to click the first row. What to do with the data after you're done? Delete the row. Perfect. After that, you're going to go ahead and add another module. You're going to go ahead and hit the like button. The post source, we're going to select search photos. For account source, it's going to be account. Timeout 240 seconds. Run all source, it's going to run all the selected info that's collected. Successful results, it will show all the results that have successfully completed. Fetching data, we're going to go ahead and select the first row and delete the row, which means we're going to select the first row of pictures we have selected, and after we have liked them, we're going to delete the row so we don't continue to like the same exact pictures twice. That's it. Let's go ahead and hit OK. And let's go ahead and run the task. And in run settings, you can select the different variations of run settings you'd like to run. For example, you can run now with a set number of times to run. You can set an infinite loop, or you can set up a schedule right here. I'm going to run it one time right now for this example. As you can see, it's selected the account info, it's collected the text, search for photos, it has successfully found 5 photos, and successfully liked 1 photo. As you can see on the far right hand side, we have certain intervals to run for this program. Alright, and the next interval of 60 to 120 seconds. We'll give a second like to emulate human interaction. And that's it, you're all set. Once that's done, you're going to be all set and your campaign is ready to go.